Hello, everybody. Welcome to the IGAA Hope Network. Hope standing for helping others pursue their endeavors. My name is Philip Carter. I'm your host, and this is another interview that we're about to do, another segment of the IGAA Hope Network. We are so glad to bring these interviews to you as we are interviewing members of the IGAA Hope Network, the various talents, abilities, and backgrounds of the folks that we've already interviewed has been stunning, encouraging, and inspirational, just to say the least. And I'm going to give you no less today as we welcome Brother Warren Freeman, who is a lyricist, a poet, songwriter. I mean, he has done so much in his life, and we are so glad to have him as a part of the Hope Network. Would you please welcome Brother Warren Freeman? Brother Freeman, how are you doing?
Doing great. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening to you, and thank you so much for agreeing to do this interview. It's a great pleasure to meet you, to have met you this year, for you to be a part of this Hope Network. Let's get started. Tell us about who Warren Freeman is.
Well, Phil, first of all, let me thank you for all the things that you've been doing with the IGAA network. And I don't know if you remember, but I actually met you about 4 years ago
Okay.
at a IGAA conference here in Chesapeake. And from there, man, I was excited then, and I'm still excited. I'm 26, but I feel like a teenager right now with all that's going on. I don't know why you're laughing, but I born and raised in Texas. I spent 21 years in the military and retired as a Master Chief Petty Officer, and
Uh-huh.
now I'm working with people with disabilities.
Wow.
And I'm about ready to give that up, though, to pursue my writing a whole
Gotcha.
heck of a lot more. Married to Denise for 42 years.
Wow.
She chased me down, and once she got a lock on me, she's had ever since.
Wow.
5 children, one grandson, and I grew up in the church, and so singing in the choir was not an option,
Mm.
and until I became that teenager that could go their own way. So
Wow.
and then I went in the military. So that's me right now.
That's you right now. Well, you definitely have had a blessed life, and to be married 42 years is no small
Yeah.
feat. I've been married almost 19 years, and 42 just seems so long.
Okay.
But so God bless you, and for the fact that you all were able to make that work, and to have a blessed life together. Let's talk about the early days. You decided to go into the military, right? Am I correct with that? Saying that?
Oh yes, just a lot of most of my brothers were in the military, so it was kind of like following that. But I was just set to go in the Navy, man. Join the Navy and see the world, and that was me. So
Right,
I
right.
did. Got a lot of breaks,
Mhm.
advanced pretty quick, and Navy was always good to me. So I still have a soft place in my heart there.
I got you. Did you always know that you were musically talented?
I actually grew up playing the drums.
Mm.
Uh, I made my own drum set when I was about 7, pots and pans and buckets and tubs. And our neighbors said, "Lucy, you better buy that boy some drums. Or you're gonna have to move." And I still think they regretted getting me the drums, but I've always loved music, and just coming on through is just stuck with me. But then I got into just writing in the 8th grade was probably my first significant poetry that I
Mm.
wrote, and it was a love poem,
Uh-huh.
but it was good. And so, but actually, it's just something that I always wanted to do, and it's just that a lot of circumstances come around, and in that you're learning, you're growing, and all, and a lot of what I write is about my experience.
Right. So your poetry turned into lyrics for songs.
That's right. The night that the Lord saved me, I wrote my first song.
Okay.
And it
What was the
was,
title of that song, if you don't mind me asking?
the name of the song is I've Been Born Again.
All right.
And I like to write parodies of rock and roll R&B songs, and this was to the music of I've Been Born. We've only just begun.
I got you.
And that night, I wrote that whole song, and that's been say I'm 26 now, so it's been a while back.
Right. You keep saying you're 26. That's why I smile.
Well, I have dyslexia too, so
I got you. I got you. It's all good. It's all good.
it's
So you
very
write. Poems turned to music. You started writing parodies. How many parodies have you written?
right now. I have 32 or 33, and through just IGAA, I learned that there's a better way for me to do everything properly, copywriting, the whole 9 yards. Just last week, we were in a session where you were helping me with that very thing. So how to break it up, and now I've chronicled those into 3 volumes
Wow.
for copyright. So yes,
So you know what you're doing is innovative, but and it's and I don't want anybody to be shocked by that because gospel artists have been writing parodies for years.
yes,
And a lot of them we sang. They just had the big verses battle between Patty and Gladys Knight, and
yes.
one of Gladys Knight's biggest songs was one of James Cleveland's biggest songs.
Jesus is the best thing.
And I'm telling you, every time we do it, the church is up. It's over.
Yes.
It's a
Well,
wrap.
Prince Allen did it way before then, and the Mighty Clouds of Joy, and
Oh yeah,
it's just always and so whenever a song comes to me, it's just in my head. I'm saying, what if that song was being sung to the Lord, and I'm able to do it, and I'm done within an hour or two, and it just comes out really nice. Now, I don't want to hide that anymore from anybody. So
right.
that's why I'm so excited about the IGAA network.
Well, we're excited to have you, and I've written a few myself, and so I definitely understand, what it's like to hear something else within something
Yeah,
that has already been written, and to try to do it with some respect and
absolutely.
justification to it as well. So I think you've done a good job doing that. You talk about your music career. What is it now that you want to do with the songs that you've reworked?
I envision, and it's definitely a vision that's been with me a while, but I actually envision using the proper channels to actually get these songs out. Um, I envision someone just thinking of a lot of the R&B songs that they like to sing, and I'm not talking R. Kelly or anything like that, but these were feel good songs, that you just anytime you heard it was an immediate recognition, but now it's to the Lord.
Right.
And
Well,
uh, and
I
so my vision is to actually be able to have someone to stream or pop in their CD and just be going down the road,
right.
grooving and praising.
Hey, I have no problem with it, and I think it's a wonderful idea. You and I have laughed all off the record about, redoing songs from certain sources, and you
Yeah,
mentioned you mentioned Robert Kelly, and we just can't remix some of his stuff. It just the Bible says, "Test the spirit by the spirit." We
I
can't,
can see something wrong.
we can't, we yeah, we. So I think what you do, I think you have a unique gift, and people really enjoy it. I know they've really enjoyed the stuff that I have redone,
Yes,
and it really helps them to see, I believe, God in a different way.
yes.
So I applaud you for that. Let's talk about your recent challenge that you had. I think this is
Uh,
really going to be helpful for a lot of people. Your recent challenge. In fact, I'm gonna be quiet and you talk about it.
the recent challenge that I had, I share it with my better whole, Denise. We both came, we were at the ceremony for my nephew who was killed in a motorcycle accident.
Mm.
And we believe we contracted COVID. at that ceremony. For at least 36, 37 days, we were battered. I think of these hurricanes that are coming through, and I feel like a hurricane hit us on a daily basis for 37 days. Thank God we just hung in there. We were watching Cuomo online and taking tips from him. We had all types of herbal supplements to help us get through. I think we had vitamins. Uh, uh, we still have vitamins in the cupboard, I think, from that stockpile. But through it all, it was just support. We had uh, like daily devotion, and the Psalms was really getting us through. And we kept just urging one another to keep moving. We didn't lay down unless we really wanted to rest. But it's not a joke, and I encourage everybody out there to please stay masked up for wherever you go. But some good things that came out of that. We really it's a time when you really have to focus on what God is doing for you, and realize that when you get on the other side of it, man, God is truly amazing, because our bodies right now, we have no lingering uh, symptoms from like everybody else has been experiencing.
Praise the Lord.
So I'm very thankful for that. So but hang in there if you do have it. Keep praying. We had a great support team. I thank them right now, but it's almost like I know how the lepers felt in the Bible, because people would bring food and they just almost throw it on our porch and run, But it was still good, and we survived. And I would say on the other side of those 37 days, it took us a couple of weeks just to get our full strength back, but we were ready to go. And we've been pushing ever since. So.
Well, I quoted you on my personal page. You probably didn't see it.
I did.
You did? Yeah, I quoted you, and that was a very, very powerful statement on the phone.
Yes.
That conversation, and that stuck with me, and I think people need to know. That
I
quote
wish
you
we
said.
had it.
I can't remember how I said it, but it was something to the effect of, before you have an opinion on COVID-19, you I forgot what I said, how I said
Right.
it, but unless you've been through it,
That you've been through it.
don't tell me how you feel.
Yes.
Don't give an opinion.
Don't give
That's
an
what it was.
opinion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't give an opinion until you've been through it. Yeah.
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 Your
So
opinion on this one is not going to get me anywhere anyway.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, tell me about why you decided to join the Hope Network. What did this year's conference do for you, and why the Hope Network?
Well, this year, I actually squeezed in at the last minute, if you remember registering me the morning of the conference, after the cutoff. But I had attended twice before, and knowing how valuable it was, I said I really need to get in, because this year, 2020, it really is a year that we can take advantage of despite what's going on. This just happened to be that the conference was held online, and actually I found an opportunity to just kind of be able to settle back in the comfort of my own home and absorb every bit of information from all the sessions that I got to attend. And it was just amazing to hear the experts give me what I needed. And I've got notebooks and notes all over everywhere, all over this table. The exposure to a lot of the people that came. And one of the things for me is being in this area, 757, I've been exposed to a lot of gospel artists and know them personally. And so now I figured this is time to actually hone my skills and be prepared to shop those lyrics and things that I put together, and dress them up right and make sure that everything is legal and in order so that when it is time to get on the other side, not only blessing other people to hear that, but to have a financial blessing from my talent. So this is a year that I said I need to step out, and man, this was like being put in a catapult when I got through the conference, and then the idea of the Hope Network came up.
Yeah.
Uh, that was post conference,
Right.
and just some beautiful minds got together, and you were leading us, and you had some ideas about extending this. How can we collaborate with one another to lift each other up a little higher in whatever it is that we want to, not just in even music, any artistic skills that we have, media skills, and that type of thing. This network actually gives us an opportunity to share those and benefit from each other.
Yeah.
That was so exciting to me that I was all in.
And you know, as I mentioned in an earlier interview, of all the years that we have talked about unifying at the IGA conference every year at the conference, it just seemed like the light turned on this year, and God finally gave us the favor
Like,
to put people together, to come together, and it was just like clockwork. It wasn't even that hard. You know, I gave my normal spiel I give every year, like, hey, what we can do together is much more than what we can do apart,
absolutely.
and the fruit is already showing.
Yes.
This has been an extreme blessing already. I'm excited. I don't think I can really gauge my excitement about what's actually happening yet. You know, until we all get together and and really just look at what God is doing and
Yes.
how He has included us in on His agenda.
Yes. Well, we have what, 13,000 followers, I think, right now.
I haven't even looked at it in the, but I think it is 13,000 files and counting.
Yes. So I,
Uh,
I believe, and if you're an aspiring artist out there, I would encourage them to get on this network, get in the network, and take advantage of, man, everything that you can to learn and get your get your product out in the best way possible.
yeah, not only for aspiring artists, but for people who just want to visit a page where there's a lot of great things going on, a lot of great entertainment. There's
Yeah.
inspiration.
Yeah.
There's anything from Bible studies to morning devotions
Yeah.
to concerts. There's a lot of things going on and a lot of things that we're creating to be a part of this network, not just on Facebook, but on YouTube and Instagram as well. And we'll be expanding even on that. So it's
Yeah.
just wonderful, man. And I'm sure you've seen all the other interviews, just learning about each other, the various skills and talents that we have and the various backgrounds that we've come from has been phenomenal.
Oh yeah, there's some people that once everything clears up, I definitely want to just try to even bring them to this area, and
Mm-hmm.
and there are people in this area that I didn't know were here that are in the network. But
Wow.
we're one of my favorite verses. A part of it is always be ready to give a reason for the hope that lies within us.
Yes.
And this has got me just giddy, really. So, uh,
So, since you write parodies, can you give me the lyric of one of the songs you redid?
sure. I just wrote one about a week and a half ago. It's to the tune of "I Keep Forgetting" by Michael McDonald,
Uh huh.
and it says, "I can't forget how you saved me from sin."
Come on now.
Okay, but let me start off. I can't forget how you reached down and saved. I can't forget how you saved me from the miry clay. I can't forget how you saved me from sin.
Uh huh.
Can't forget, no. Every time I wake, every time I open up my eyes, I'm not singing that. Every breath I take, I can't help but tell the reason why. Keep on going. It's
I hear you. I feel that.
yeah.
That's all right.
I might have
That's
to
all
keep
right.
those lyrics there and let you do it for me.
I'll have a great time doing it, man. Let me tell you something. I'll be all in.
But that was I was just going down the highway and I had it on jazz station and the jazz version of that came on and it was like, I was still, just thinking about the goodness of the Lord and I was like, I can't forget. That should
Uh,
be, I can't forget, not I keep forgetting.
right.
Yeah, I can't forget.
I've been messing around with a song in my head of a redo of Phil Collins "Against All Odds."
Okay.
Yeah, so it's been in my head for years. I just haven't had time to really sit down and mess with it. But it was like, take a look at me
Yeah.
now.
Huh?
I've been saved by grace. But anyway,
Keep
I'll
the
stop
boy.
right there.
Keep the boy.
You might can take that over.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah. So
I just
it
went
was.
through.
You said what?
I just went through Miriam. I can't think of her first name. Maria. She's got the YouTube videos for all of the copywriting and all. And I
Uh
just
huh.
did her session today on sharing and co-writing and all.
Right.
And that's one of the things. The resources are incredible once we just get
Right.
in this network and get exposed
Right.
to them. We have no reason to fail, and we won't fail in this group.
No, because we've got too much passion and we've got the tools that we need,
Yes,
and I believe God is with us,
yes,
and that's the ultimate endorsement that one can have. So
absolutely.
praise God. What's your wife's name again?
Denise,
Denise. God bless you. I know I want you to, when you see this interview, we shouted out your name and your children.
Warren, Janet, Lakin, Jessica, and Sadie, and grandson Ali just started at Virginia Union a couple of weeks ago.
That's all right. Praise God.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Freeman. Favorite color?
Favorite color? No, I think I'll go with blue.
Come on now. Favorite food?
Fried chicken.
Favorite R&B song that you've redone?
Favorite that I've redone is going to be Mary J. Blige's Real Love. Yeah.
Favorite
I
TV
played that
show?
for y'all.
You did. I remember that.
Yeah.
Favorite TV show? Power? All right. You didn't have to whisper that. It's okay.
Power.
Netflix or Hulu?
Netflix.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Are you into sports?
Love basketball, football, really boxing, everything, really, yes.
Well, let me see. Favorite football team?
You know who it is, you traitor.
Who is it?
Dallas Cowboys.
The Dallas Cowboys. Well, I have deep-seated reasons why I had to step away from the Dallas Cowboys, but that's a whole nother episode in itself. But I still keep up with what's going on with them. But
That's
that's
why
all right.
keep the faith. That's
Keep
what
the faith.
faith
Faith.
means.
He said what?
Keep the faith. That's what that means.
Yeah, I hear you. That person that lives up top in that suite. He ruined all my fandom.
I can
Yeah.
see.
But it's been a pleasure having you on this broadcast. I'm sure people have learned a lot from you. Is there anything that we missed that you would like to say?
Oh, wow. Man, some of the fun I've had just being in gospel. I had the opportunity to go with a Timothy Wright concert before he passed, and man, that was one of the greatest things I ever experienced because he doesn't play in that workshop, and then when it all comes together on Sunday, it was just so good. I had a lady in that in that workshop, she accused me of being a lazy tenor.
Uh-huh.
Heard why a few minutes ago. So she was right, and I think I've let that label stick with me ever since. But I've been in a couple of gospel groups around and just had fun with gospel. I love it, and I'm gonna stick with it. And let's see what else. we're working on a book uh,
Great.
called Sitting at the Table. And it's based on, the inspiration is from Langston Hughes' I Too. And he says, I too sing America, I am the darker brother. They call me to eat in the kitchen when company comes, but I laugh and eat well and grow strong. Tomorrow, I'll be sitting at the table when company comes. Nobody will dare say to me, then eat in the kitchen. Besides, they'll see how beautiful I am and be ashamed. I too am American.
Wow, that is awesome.
So that's kind of chronicling some of the things I experienced over my lifetime, and I just put it all in that. Yeah.
Mm. Well, this is the IGA Hope Network, and I will ask you to leave us with a message of hope. That poem is almost the message of hope right there.
Oh, that's it.
But yeah, yeah. So, but if there's a final word you want to leave to anybody who watches this entire broadcast, what do you want them to take away from this interview?
Well, I would say dream.
Mm.
Don't stop dreaming.
Yeah.
And for me, those dreams sometimes it's like the curtain was pulled on them, but then God pulled the curtain back. And I was able to see them again. And I would encourage people to continue to dream despite what is going on now. This is not the end for you. Keep working at your dreams, but you need to take steps toward completing them. And that's where I am now. And I hope everybody will get there.
Well,
Keep going forward.
you got plenty of time at 26, so
Yeah,
it's gonna be just fine.
absolutely.
Mr. Freeman, thank you so much. This has been an absolute blessing.
Man,
Thank
I
you for
thank all you've done.
thank you for sharing your testimony as well.
Yes, no problem.
All right. God bless you.
Thank you,
Stay
sir.
stay behind. I mean, stay here after I'm done.
All right.